Hey guys, how's it going? It's Will or JimSauceonRS, and this is the start of day 2 of the 20 days, 20-minute marathon. If you guys don't know what that is, basically for 20 days I will be doing 20-minute videos. And I just want to give a quick little reminder. These videos may say I upload a video, like today I uploaded day 1. And right now it's 11:30, so I may record part for day 2 later after the first day is uploaded, or whatever day I upload. So if I say, if I start a video at one point and then the next part of the video is like me waking up, or saying like, oh, it's now this date, don't get confused. It's still the same video. Obviously, it's just the fact that I decided to record it at different times, but it's still all the same video, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I think it does. But we're about to hit 99 firemaking real soon here. I only need to do a couple more logs. I only have to do like a couple more in the next inventory, and then I will be good to go. And then I'm really not sure what I'm going to do next. I'm probably going to think about it for a little bit. I could either get 99 strength back or AFK woodcutting. I'm kind of getting bored of the AFKing, so I think I might go and do the strength training, although my keyboard is going to be extremely loud, so I may just record some clips and then record over, or commentate over it later. That's what I might do. So yeah, we'll see how that goes, but I want to hit this right now. I'm going to turn on my private chat just to see if anybody wants to say grats, because I think it sends it out worldwide or something like that, or if people are my friend or something like that. And bam, 99 firemaking once again. Not bad, not too shabby. Oh boy, oh boy, that's a lot of people. Okay, so 99 firemaking, that's the third 99 so far that we've gotten back, and then we just need to get the woodcutting and the strength. So not too shabby, eh? Am I Canadian, eh? In the last video, for the last 20-minute video, you guys didn't really have a problem with me having my air conditioner on. Right now it's turned off just because I myself was getting extremely cold, so I turned it off for a little bit. So it's not on now, but later in the video or whenever it happens, I may or may not turn that back on. So just a reminder, but I want to thank you guys for bearing with me with the air conditioner, because when I'm making the 20-minute videos, it's not just 20 minutes of me straight recording, you know what I mean? It's a lot of time put into it, and me sitting here, I'm looking at the air conditioner right now, through videos, and I always want to turn it on, but I turn it off just because it's just that little bit of more professional. You guys don't want to hear that, so I turn it off and I sweat, and then it's Anyway, somebody did tell me that the blue dragon leather was actually not profit, XP wise, it was more efficient than doing greens. So I'm gonna buy a decent amount of these just so I have some. So I'm gonna buy just 5k of them for now, and then I have that. So now I can work with that for a little bit, and we'll talk about something. Let's change up the scenery a little bit. Let's get some Castle Wars going on. Castle Wars is a decent place. The first time I came here, after the update, I didn't even realize that they updated it, and it just looked extremely new, and I thought I was gonna die. I didn't really know where I was going. It was just really bad and confusing, and I was scared. I should probably turn this thing off. How do I turn this off? Can I just turn it off? Turn off, toggle. There we go. I think that's it. Yeah, we don't need that on, because that would get kind of annoying. That would annoy me. So I don't know about you guys, but I've always believed that ghosts were real. I know it's kind of, I guess to some people, it's kind of a childish thing. For other people, they never really think about it as much as other people do. I think about a lot of, I guess, weird, I guess you could say, topics that maybe not everybody in their everyday life would think about. And for some reason, ghosts have been on my mind lately. And I think that deals with, at my work, I work at the local, the middle school closest to me, and it's said to be haunted. My employees have seen ghosts near the offices before. Actually almost all of them. have seen it, and of course they get freaked out and stuff. But then other people will be like, nah, like ghosts aren't real. That's stupid. Those are just in movies or just in cartoons, stuff like that. And I don't know. Like for me, I've always believed in them. I've always believed that they were real. I'd like to say that I've had ghost encounters before. I think it's really cool. It's not. I mean, I guess it could be a scary thing because when you think about it, it's like a ghost. It's dead. You don't know who it is or what it's doing or what it can do, because there's a difference between a ghost and a poltergeist. I believe that's the correct word for it. A poltergeist is kind of like a ghost, but it's able to like physically touch you. I'm actually not even sure if it can actually physically touch you, but it can physically touch or knock things or slide things or move different objects near you or around you. And just that being said, I would like to encounter one of those. But if we're just talking about like a normal ghost, like I have it on Wikipedia right here. In traditional belief and fiction, a ghost, or sometimes known as a specter, is the soul or spirit of a dead person or animal that can appear in visible form or other manifestation to the living, which basically means that once a living human or an animal, after they have been deceased or died or passed away, they can reappear in like different figures. And a lot of people like to believe that ghosts, wherever they die, that is where they roam. Like that's where they get trapped at. So thinking about it, people at my work have told me that they've seen ghosts near the offices, which makes me believe that at one point in time, somebody has died near or around the offices in the school. Maybe it wasn't always a school, maybe there was, something there before the school was built and it still roams in that area. That makes kind of sense. But like, I don't know, it's always been one of those cool things to me to think about. Like, you have other people tell you stories that they've encountered something, they don't know what it was, it couldn't have been somebody there because there was nobody there. But then you get the wrong impression when you see movies and you see the stuff scripted and acted and obviously fake stuff. And then I think that's where a lot of people get the misconception that the stuff actually isn't real because, oh well, it's just fake in the movies, so it's not real in real life, and that kind of thing, which I don't believe 100%. I think if you yourself believe and like you encounter it yourself and you see it with your own eyes, well then it's real to you. It doesn't have to be real to other people, it just has to be real to you. So if I want to say that I've seen a ghost before, well then I'm going to believe ghosts are real. If somebody has never encountered a ghost, well then their first thing is going to be no, they're fake, just because they've actually never encountered one. They never actually saw anything. So I suppose, I guess to each his own in that kind of sense, but I think there's a lot more like proof of ghosts. But like I said, a lot of misconceptions come from TV shows and movies. Some of the stuff they show is real. I'd like to believe it's real. But some of the stuff, you never know. It could be made up. Could just be for money. Could just be for publicity. I don't know why I always have a hard time saying that word. But that's my take on the whole ghosts thing. I don't really know about demons. Maybe, obviously, and I don't want to ever encounter a demon or like somebody possessed. I feel like that would be extremely scary and hard to deal with. Like, just imagine, you walking down, saying hi to your mom or something, and all of a sudden she like does a 360 spin with her neck and just like engulfs you and just totally tears you up and just wrecks everything in the house. Like, that would just be extremely freaky and scary, and I do not want to think about that. But normal ghosts, like the other, like I think it was a month or two ago, it was like near the end of school. I was upstairs in my bathroom, and I was going up to get ready for bed, I brushed my teeth, go to the bathroom, that kind of thing. And I went to go, I don't remember if I was closing or opening the door, but as I went to go grab for the door, I saw a hand, and it was a full-blown white-skinned hand. and it was kind of on the smaller side. So I figured, hey, it was probably my little brother. You know, his room's right around the corner. You know, he kind of goes to bed sort of around the same time as me. So maybe it was him. So I went around the corner, I started talking, but he's not there. So I'm like, oh, alright, weird. You know, nobody's in my parents' room. Obviously, my lights are on, but nobody's in my room. Nobody's in the room down the hall. Obviously, nobody's going to be in the attic. Nothing is anywhere upstairs. But yet, I still saw this hand. So I got really confused. And I didn't really know how to react to that. So I went downstairs and I was like, Mom, I just saw a hand. I don't know what it was. And, you know, she told me to look around. So, you know, me being big sauce that I am, I went upstairs, put my big boy pants on and looked around, but I didn't see anything. So I don't think that I could have imagined a full-blown, real-life looking hand that went to go grab the door. Like, I don't see myself imagining that randomly. Why would I be in the bathroom getting ready to go to sleep? I mean, it's not that I was so tired that I was like hallucinating or something. It was just, you know, it's time for bed, you know. I don't see how I myself in a normal living state would just randomly imagine that. You know, that's something that you see because it's something else. It's not ordinary. I don't know. That's my take on it. So I just looked up. I went on Wiki and I looked up Poltergeist, and it says, I'm gonna read it to you guys. In folklore and paranormal studies, the poltergeist phenomenon alludes to the apparent yet unexplained manifestation of multiple force reaction caused by a seemingly invisible entity, basically a ghost. Most accounts of poltergeist manifestations involve such force being triggered at objects, usually household, destruction and relocation of furniture, levitation of cutlery like knives, forks, spoons, and knocking on doors, although some seem to describe accompanying hallucinations as well as physical attacks on human witnesses. Such actions can include pinching, biting, hitting, and tripping the victim, or producing sentient noises, moaning, laughing, talking without clear source. Basically saying that a ghost wouldn't do those things. A normal ghost or a specter would just be, you know, free roaming, not really doing the ooh thing that everybody thinks a ghost does. That would be more of a poltergeist, you know, touching, biting, moving, knocking on doors, tripping you, you know, moaning, laughing, talking, stuff like that. That would be more of a poltergeist. And that, if that you encounter, that would be a lot more freaky to me than just a normal ghost. You know, a ghost is more of like I want to call it more of just like a shadow, kind of like a quick glimpse and then a shadow followed by it. Poltergeist is more of like, it's almost like a dude that's, think of it in like Halo 3, you're taking the invisibility cloak. It's kind of like that. Somebody's there, but you can't see it. They can still do things, they can still touch you, they can still talk, but you cannot see them. You cannot physically see them, which is kind of overpowered if you think about it. If JaGeX wanted to release a good boss, they would release a Poltergeist. That would be the most overpowered SOB in the game, and it would probably make a lot of people rage quit. I know another thing that people would look at is the Slender Man. Let me read a little bit on that. The Slender Man, also known as the Slender Man, also known as Slender Man or Slender Man, is a fictional character that originated as an internet meme created by user Victor Surge on the Something Awful forums in 2009. It is depicted as resembling a thin, unnaturally tall man with a blank and featureless face and wearing a black suit. The Slender Man is commonly said to stalk, abduct, or traumatize people, particularly children. A lot of people for a while there thought that Slender Man was actually something real. Like it says, it was just depicted by somebody. It was originated off the internet on some kind of forum by somebody. Now where they get this idea from is kind of, you know, weird. The fact that it was on a forum in 2009, but they say the origin of it goes back to the 80s, which is kind of weird because maybe the Slender Man before this Victor Surge guy depicted it as Slender Man was actually something different. You know, maybe it wasn't always called Slender Man, and Slender Man was just the new updated form of it, if you know what I mean. Like, I wanna try to think of something, but I can't really think of anything. Like, say you're back in the 80s and you see this tall, thin guy. They think of a name for it, but as the years go by, the origin of it changes, you know, and now they call it the Slender Man instead of what they used to call it. You know, maybe they just called it, I don't know, tall, thin guy. That's just a random name that I pulled out of nowhere, but you know what I mean. Slender Man, to me, I don't believe that's real. It says the Slender Man was created in a contest launched on Something Awful forums on June 8, 2009, with the goal of editing photographs to contain supernatural entities, which means that they'll take a normal photograph and put the Slender Man, or so to say, Slender Man, in the picture. Basically, it's like a Photoshop, but put it in random pictures. So that's that. That's with the whole Slender Man thing. If you guys don't know what Slender Man is, actually got real popular because of a game called Slender Man, or the 8 pages. Basically, you go through. Is it 8? Yeah, it's 8 pages. Yeah, it's gotta be 8 pages. It's right here. I'm looking at it on my computer right now. I've played it before. It is kind of fun. I've actually never beaten it. That sounds weird. Beating it. Now I'm like Michael Jackson. Oh boy. Anyways, let's start wrapping this up little by little. Ghosts, real. To me, this is all opinionated. Ghosts to me are real. Poltergeist, I would like to believe they are real because they are another, you know, form of an entity, just stronger than a ghost. Slender Man, no. I do not believe that's real at all. I do not see it being real. Obviously, it says right here that it was just originated from a guy in 2009 who, you know, had to make it up, and it was posted on a forum. So that I do not believe at all. But I want to ask you guys something. If you guys like the way I did this video different than day 1. Day 2 was a little bit different. It was in my head. I kind of thought of it. If you guys know who Wings of Redemption, if you guys know who Wings of Redemption is, he's a Call of Duty commentator, as well as just an avid gamer. He had this series with Mr. Chaos Math, I believe it is, and it was called Chaos Theories. So they would take a subject like Slender Man, or, you know, Bigfoot, or something like that, and they would talk about it, and they would break it down and, you know, give reasons why it can't be real, you know, why it could be real, where it originated from, yada yada yada. If you guys want me to do more videos like day 2, like this video, you know, where I talk about something, I give information on it, I give my side to it, that would be awesome. Let me know if you guys want to see that. If you do want to see that, give me some topics to talk about, you know. Give me different, like, phenomenons or anything else you want to talk about, different conspiracies. Make it, you know, 9/11 really if you want to. Anything, you know, government related. Anything really, like things like the Slender Man or Bigfoot, or what's that other one? It's not Bigfoot. Oh, the Loch Ness Monster, stuff like that. You know, let me know if you guys want to see that, because I would have no problem doing that, because that's kind of fun. It gives me more information, it gives me more stuffs in the brains, and just makes me smarter as a whole, I guess. I wonder if anybody actually does donate to Wikipedia. You know, they're a good source for information, although people can edit themselves. Like, if I wanted to, I could probably edit the page right now and make it say subscribe to JimSauceonRS. I don't really know how well that would work out. I mean, maybe. I don't know why people don't do it. I remember at my school, this one kid did it. He didn't write subscribe to JimSauceonRS, but he wrote something else, and it was there. You know, it was visible. You know, I went on my computer and I was able to see it. I don't know how many people actually do it or mess with the pages. That's kind of messed up. Somebody takes all this time to fill out information for it, and then that one guy just comes along and it's just like, nah, I'm just gonna mess with it. I'm just gonna write a big penis and then just run away. That's basically how I think when I see stuff like that go down. But this has been day 2. Thank you for sticking with me. I will hopefully be getting a new computer soon, and with the new computer I will be having to do a transition to my laptop. So I do want to keep these 20-minute videos going. I have to see how well that will work out because my laptop obviously isn't as great as this computer, but if I do get the new computer, it's going to be even sexier and saucier. So check out for that. I feel like Optics Gumpy. But other than that, guys, take it easy. Peace!